Okay, this is round two. We're still in Brooklyn, and the crowd are hyped for tonight.
Spoiler alert. No, they're really not.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened here, but the crowd really weren't interested in this.
Nah, the crowd was pretty dead until the US title match, I'd say.
So we are talking the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, SummerSlam.
Mm. And we're going to kick off with the pre-show, which we did watch parts of.
Semi-watched. We paid attention to the pre-show, sort of.
So, our opening match on the pre-show was The Miz and The Miz Taraj against Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys.
Yes.
This match personally was frustrating.
I was very rarely paying attention to this match. I saw Matt Hardy go, wonderful, when he came out.
Yeah. The other problem you had was this match also took place on Raw a few days ago.
It did. It was a rematch from a match that happened 3 days ago.
Yeah, so we'll cut to the chase. Curtis Axel caused a distraction on Jason Jordan, I think it was. And the Miz come in and sneakily hit him with a skull-crushing finale. And they won.
Great start.
Mm.
And at this point, we must remind you that the arena was pretty empty at that point.
Yeah. I mean, the Miz went to the barrier, started celebrating, and there was literally one guy with his phone out recording it.
The Miz fan club.
Wow, what have we got here?
Oi, oi.
The next match was the Cruiserweight Championship match. The champion, Tozawa, defending against the king of the Cruiserweights, Neville.
And Neville was not happy.
No, he was not. He's going to put Tozawa to work and see if he truly was on the Neville level. Or is he just a pretender?
Well, we both know what he is.
He's a pretender!
Because the epic moment where Neville's 7-month title reign was ended.
On Raw.
Yes, lasted for all of 5 days.
Yeah. Neville, I believe, made him tap.
No.
He actually hit the red arrow, didn't he?
He hit the red arrow on his ass. Seriously, watch it back. It doesn't even hit his back, it hits his ass. And that must have hurt like hell, because that was enough to pin him.
Yeah. So, the king reclaims his throne.
Yes, which leads me to the question, what was the point of Tozawa winning the title?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
But I'm happy with the result. It's not what I expected, but I'm glad the king is back.
Yeah, God. Right, and then the final match of the pre-show was the SmackDown Tag Team title match. The New Day versus the Boozos.
The Boos. The Uggos.
This match was alright, but
I wasn't really paying much attention to this one either.
no, the main problem is I can't stand heel Uzos. This whole one day is H malarkey.
So again, we were like, okay, the New Day won the tag titles, 3 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't had a very long reign.
Yeah.
And another very silly decision.
Yeah. Uzos ended up picking up the victory.
Yes, with a double super kick on Big E.
Mm.
I mean, you had 3 members of the New Day, and they pretty much made them look like chumps.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
wasn't
much.
even close. There was a super kick, there was a double super kick, and then there was a double Uzo splash from the top rope.
Yeah. Way to go.
And this went for nearly 20 minutes. I'm shocked.
Bloody hell. Jeez. So, let's move on to the main card. The opening match of the night. John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
Yes, and I do believe this was the first time Cena has opened a pay-per-view since WrestleMania 20.
Very possible, yeah. So, obviously, the miserable Baron had a lot of anger built up inside him towards Cena after he cost him cashing in on Jinder Mahal on SmackDown.
Yeah, one stupid decision following another one. Now, these two, they had a match back in January, which was pretty much this match. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like it serves absolutely no purpose, Cena winning this thing and then buggering off to Raw. So, what happened?
Cena won the match, and then we found out the next night he buggered off to Raw.
Exactly. And it wasn't even close.
No.
As soon as Cena hit his finisher, it didn't even take 2 or 3 finishers.
No.
Baron is not privileged enough to be able to kick out of the FU like every other person has done. No, it took 4 of them to beat AJ at the Rumble, and Baron couldn't kick out of 1.
No, that's it.
So, great job, Cena. Go and film another movie, you pillock.
And to keep the happy mood going, we've now got the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Naomi defending against Natalya.
Seriously, this one went longer than the Cena match.
Eek.
I was bored to my ever-loving head with this one.
Yeah, this match wasn't great. We've spoken at length about how Natalya's Mrs. Irrelevant of the WWE.
She's just so boring.
Mm.
Like, even her moveset is boring.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
But don't forget, she's got a rip off Uncle Brett. She's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Yeah. Sure.
And then, much to our dismay, Natalya won the SmackDown Women's Championship. Naomi tap into the sharpshooter.
We were all thinking, okay, this is going to be where Carmella cashes in.
And it never happened.
It never happened.
Right.
So we're 0-2 on this pay-per-view at the moment. Surely it can only get better.
Next we've got the Battle of the Heavyweights. The Battle of the Big Men. Big Cass versus The Big Show. With Enzo Amore suspended above the ring in a shark cage.
Now, Enzo did his usual pre-match promo.
Which was goddamn awful.
The crowd were booing.
Sounded as if WWE had written the promo for him. It was that bad.
This sounded like Vince writing.
Yeah.
And again, this match, no fault of the people in it. I just found it boring. Again. The crowd weren't into it.
In fact, the crowd started chanting during the match, boring.
Yeah. Enzo, all for his credit, tried getting the crowd up. He stripped down to his underwear.
Oh.
Started lubing himself up.
He got a pair of gloves on. And he somehow escaped the shark cage.
And immediately after escaping the shark cage, he was hit with a big boot.
From Big Cass.
And he was out for the rest of the match.
Yep. And then Big Show then proceeded to get a big boot.
2 big boots.
Yeah, and then Did he drop the elbow?
The Empire elbow.
And he picked up the victory.
Yes, so Big Cass left with his hand raised, and Enzo and Big Show flat on their asses.
So, yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh dear Lord, where do we even start with this great big mess? Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Could you even call it a match?
No, you could not. Long story short, the match started. Rusev got hit with an RKO straight away, and he won.
Yeah, that was it. 10 seconds, apparently, this match went on for.
Yeah. 10 bloody seconds.
That's how much faith you have in these two that you give them 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm still asking myself, what has Rusev done backstage to piss people off to the point where he gets a 10-second squash from Randy Orton?
Who knows? Who knows, man?
But there you go. We're not going to go into it anymore.
No.
Moving on.
We've got the Raw Women's Championship match next. Alexa Bliss defending against Sasha Banks.
Well, again, no fault of the workers involved. They've been involved in some good stuff this year. But the crowd wasn't into it.
No.
And neither was I. For some strange reason, it just didn't click.
Well, I don't think it helped that you had bloomin' Sasha hugging Bailey before she went out for her entrance and that. And then, weirdly, the crowd were booing Bailey.
Yes, they were.
So I don't know what's up there, but hey-ho.
This was the Brooklyn crowd that a couple of years ago, Bailey and Sasha Banks put on the match of the night. NXT Brooklyn.
Yep. That's right.
And WWE have managed to screw up Bailey to the point where the fans are booing her.
Jesus. Yeah. So, in the end, Sasha Banks ended up picking up the victory and becoming a 4-time Raw Women's Champion.
God damn it.
She made Alexa tap to the Banks statement.
Okay.
So, we'll move on to the next one.
Oh,
Next, we had the year-long awaited return of the Demon.
yes, and I finally got my answer of how he was going to get face paint over that beard.
He trimmed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just painted on it. And he was facing off against Bray Wyatt.
My birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
And again, there seems to be a running trend throughout this match, throughout this card.
Mm.
Other than the entrances, things just, I don't know, again, it just didn't click.
No. And I'm not saying it should or shouldn't happen, but it just seems to me it's a little bit predictable when Finn brings out the demon. The demon character, you know he's going to win.
Yeah, I think there's only been one time that the demon hasn't won.
Yeah.
And that was, I think it was Finn's last NXT show, Take Over the End, where he lost to Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Right before the call-up.
Mm.
So it's only happened once, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
The problem I had was just, no, maybe they were holding back. Maybe there's going to be another match.
Maybe.
Because it just, I don't know, it didn't seem to work, and it was really short. Like, the finish just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Sam's favourite move.
Oh.
The coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. The demon wins.
Could they not change it up and give him a different finisher when he's the demon? Seriously. I mean, no, he just hit all 3 moves. It was Sling Blade, drop kick into the corner, coup de grace, and that was it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah. So now we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. I have to admit, I was a little bit bored with this match. I mean, it's no great secret. I'm not a fan of the bar. And I just can't help but think this is a cheap way of WWE trying to get Ambrose back in the good books with the crowd in the WWE universe.
Possibly.
The match was okay.
I was more interested in this match than most of the others. There was some good stuff in here. There was some decent reversals. I did like the old callback to the Shield when he did the double suicide dive to the outside of the ring.
Yeah. And the match came to an end when Seth hit that nasty knee to Sheamus. And then he got dropped with a dirty deeds.
Yes, and in case you didn't know, Dean Ambrose is now another Grand Slam champion.
Jeez.
Having won all 4 belts needed. So he's the first member of the Shield to have won the Grand Slam.
Who would have thought that?
And that won't change unless, I think it's Roman needs the Intercontinental. I think Seth needs the Intercontinental.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So there you go. There's a future feud down the line for you. Yeah.
So, and next, we've got the United States Championship with Shane McMahon as special guest referee, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Oh, yes. And finally, the crowd started to wake up a bit.
Yep, this was a good match.
I mean, all throughout the night, you had talk of, oh, is Shane gonna get involved? Is he gonna screw someone?
Yeah.
And he just kind of took a few bumps.
Yeah. Yeah, he took a few kicks.
But no, I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good moves in here, a lot of back and forth stuff.
But in the end, it was the champion who prevailed.
Yes, after Shane McMahon reversed a 3 count from Kevin Owens.
Yep, because AJ had his foot on the rope at the 1 count, but Shane didn't notice it until the 3 count. He said, no, he's got his foot on the rope.
Kevin Owens flipped off. He was like, no, it was 3. You called it. The referee's decision should be final.
And then what did he get for his troubles?
Phenomenal forearm. But that wasn't it.
No.
He wasn't going to leave it at that. He wanted a definitive win.
Yeah.
So he picked him up. Styles clash.
Then it was a 1, 2, 3.
And that did it.
Yep. AJ Styles still US champ.
Okay. Semi-main event time.
We of course have the WWE Championship match. Jinder with his 2 goons against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, where to start with this one?
It happened.
Do you pretty
That's
much
about it.
remember every Jinder Mahal match over the last couple of months where it's Singh Brothers interfere, hits his finisher, and wins the match?
That's pretty much how it went down, except Jinder somehow managed to botch the Colossus.
Oh, how do you botch a full Nelson slam? It's one of the easiest moves to do.
Yeah.
It's not like even doing it to a big guy. Shinsuke is not...
What was that? 215?
Yeah, he's not like a huge guy.
No.
Well, I'd love to give this match a glowing review, but it was boring as anything.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
The same problem I have. Shinsuke, full credit to the guy, he can pull off a decent match out of anyone. I think even Shawn Michaels would have trouble getting a good match out of this lump, Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
And what was the point of him retaining? It's not working.
No. And you've caught the financial report, he's done absolutely nothing for the Indian market.
Nothing whatsoever. Even pulling the great Kali, who's revered in India, couldn't save it.
No, he could not.
And as you told us during the night, this match was changed very last minute.
Yeah.
The ending of this match.
Yep. Yes, it was. So, fortunately, we've got to put up with Jinder as champion still.
Christ. And knowing that the next SmackDown pay-per-view isn't until October, it's going to be a long time.
Yeah, God. So, we do have one highlight though.
Yes.
The main event.
Oh my God.
The Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar defending against Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe and Braun.
Wow. Just wow. I've watched this match another 2 times since we watched it live.
Jeez. Yeah. Incredible match.
Because this was just... everything I wanted from this match, I got in this match.
Yeah. It didn't take very long for an announcer's table to be taken out. Unfortunately, Brock was on the receiving end of it. He didn't go through one. He went through 2 announcers' tables, getting power slammed through them. And then you thought, oh God, is he going to go for a third? And Braun just went, nah, screw you. And he just flipped over the announcer's table and put it on top of Brock. Brock got taken out of the arena on a stretcher.
I mean, this match was insane. There was chairs flying everywhere. Braun threw at one of those announcers' chairs.
At Brock, I think it was.
I think it was at Samoa Joe.
Yeah, it was at Joe, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, there was a barricade being broken.
Yeah, Roman speared Brock through it, I believe it was.
Just everything was insane in this match, and the crowd was into it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it was meant or not, but Strowman seemed very face in this match.
Yeah.
He played up to the crowd. And the crowd played back.
Yeah.
They were chanting Strowman. No Vince, they weren't chanting Roman.
Strowman.
Because you know that's what they were going to say. Listen to all these fans chanting for Roman.
Yeah. And then, much to our dismay, Brock came back.
He did.
Turned into anarchy again. And then it come down to just him and Roman have to make the point of this in the match. Vince must have been getting really excited for this match because Roman went for the Superman punch about 7 or 8 times.
He did. He must have hit about 7 or 8 Superman punches in this match.
But they weren't enough. Brock grabbed him, F5, and that was all she wrote.
Wow.
Brock retains.
I mean, I was fine with anyone winning this match except Braun.
Yeah.
And it was just... if you go and watch it again, you'll enjoy it even more on the second or third view.
Yeah. And a great way to end SummerSlam.
But I have this problem. It was a 13-match card, and 2 matches were decent.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. Work on it, Vince.
Yeah.
NXT is outdoing you.
Yeah. TakeOver was better than SummerSlam.
Shouldn't happen.
No.
You got a lot to work on.
Yeah. That'll do it for SummerSlam.
Yep, that wraps it up for another year. From your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We'll see you again for the next one. Peace out.